Good morning, good morning, good morning. On this kind of chilly June morning. I am so glad to be here. I'm just checking in first, just to, for those who are watching, if you want to get a bolster, you can see the bolster there. If you have a bolster or a pillow, also, if you happen to have a block, I'm going to just give you a few moments to collect the block, if you have that. If you don't have a block, you could use like a really thick book, like really thick, or something of that nature. So I am just going to make sure you guys can hear me. So if anybody wants to comment that they can hear me and see me, just a quick little, yeah, definitely, should be okay. But, so just take a moment, collect a block, collect a bolster, blanket, fold up the blanket if you can. And we will begin in just a moment. So hopefully everybody is good. I'm Danielle Sangita, wearing pigtails this morning. I'm just happy to be here. So happy to be here. Today I wanted to do some strengthening and some lengthening. So I definitely want to focus on the core and working the core, and also working the arms and really strengthening our arms today. Because it's a nice cool day, it's a really good practice to strengthen. On a hot day, Ayurvedically, you might not want to do as much heating stuff, but today that heat will feel really good. So before we start, I pulled some cards for us. These are just fun, creative, artistic cards. From my wisdom cards, Louise Hay. They're just sometimes, especially right now, with a lot of the heaviness that's going on in the world, waking up and having a positive statement, having an affirmation or just some kind of uplifting thing is really good. So I pulled one for me, and then I pulled one for you all. So if it doesn't pertain, don't worry about it. Mine is, I am on the cutting edge of a new conscious awakening for the whole planet. I'm willing to expand the horizons of my thinking. I am one with everyone on the planet. So that's really beautiful and perfect for me. During this quarantine time, I definitely have been going in a lot deeper. A lot of meditation, over probably an hour and a half of meditation a day. And I feel like my service, my seva, my contribution right now may not be as physical as in like the live protesting and things, but mine, I've really been called to kind of raise the vibration to help raise the overall energetics of the people, of the planet. And that felt really good to me, just to be able to sit and try to bring this a unified front and a unification to our time right now. So, oh, I gotta put my glasses back on. It's hard to do live video and not be able to see what's going on. So I always have to keep flicking them on and off. So for you all, if this resonates with you, this is what I pulled. I release the past with ease, and I trust the process of life. I do not use yesterday's mental garbage to create tomorrow's experiences. I create fresh new thoughts and a fresh new life. I release the past with ease and trust the process of life. I mean, I think we could all benefit from hearing those words because it's so easy to bring in stuff from yesterday, stuff from last week. So maybe sit with that today. Maybe just see how that feels, and just anytime you feel yourself going into like what happened yesterday, what happened the day before, if you can allow that to just wash over you in an exhale. So good. So welcome again. I see some people. Good morning. Good morning, Michael. Good morning to you all. Thank you for coming to my virtual class today. If you aren't already in a comfortable seat, and if you just need to stretch for a moment, because before we sit a little bit, just kind of lengthen the legs. And when you're lengthening the legs forward and just allowing, just kind of like a movement, like right, left side, right side, left side. Stretching the back of the hamstrings for a moment, stretching the lower back before you get comfortable into a seated position. And you can bring your arms up overhead. Take a nice inhale, lift the chest up, bring the shoulders down, look up, and just fold gently. Don't worry about the shape, don't worry about the length or the depth that you go to. And just walk it out again, just kind of like a left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder. Come back to center. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. This time, bring your toes towards you. So let's stretch the back of the calves. Bring that left hand over and the right arm. Get a nice side stretch. It's waking up the spine, opposite side. So it doesn't matter what side you do. We're going to do the other side. Just getting a nice side stretch. Keeping the toes really active. Bringing the hands, interlacing. Pressing them forward as you move forward. And a deepening again into the forward fold. Paschimottanasana. You can even bend one knee and bend the other knee and just kind of go back and forth. Make it really organic. Bring the arms up overhead. Create a nice little side twist. Back to center. And a little twist to the other side. Back to center. Lift the chest. Look up. Eyes up. And then release. And shake it out. So everybody can hear me okay? See me okay? And then get back into the seated position that works best for you. Have that bolster. If you feel like today you really want to just kind of be on your knees, I might do the knees for a few minutes and just assume a different position. So again, this is your practice. This is your time. I can't see you, so I trust that you are doing what you need to do to be safe, not pushing yourself too far. Okay, good. So if there's just any little like wiggle you need to get out before you sit, check in. I want you to soften or close your eyes. And either if you're in a kneeling position like hero's pose or a seated position, if there's just one side that just feels like I need to stretch it out for a minute before I sit, I encourage that because there's nothing more uncomfortable than seated position trying to do some breath work when something doesn't feel good. So again, organically play for a moment. Just tune in. Find your own movement. Soften your eyes. Connect with where you are this morning in your space. Good. Keep those eyes soft or closed. And then come back to join me in the position that you choose. It's so important to create a sacred space for yourself, especially more so now when you can create a place that you can come to pray or to read inspirational quotes, candles, having candles available, any statues or any pictures of family or loved ones or gods or goddesses or anything, flowers, creating a nice sacred space that you can have that vibration, a place that you can call like a second home, that you can come to and just release what you need to release. Okay. So, eyes are soft. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. One more time. Bring the shoulders up. Hold here. So you're like creating some tension. Bring the shoulders up, bring the shoulders up, bring the shoulders up. You don't hear yoga teachers say that very often. Squeeze, and then as you exhale, just shrug them down really fast, like, good. Let's do that again. So we're going to bring the shoulders up, bring the shoulders up. Bring the shoulders as high as you can. You're actually trying to create some contraction here. Kind of like you're a turtle and you're putting your head back in the shell. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, take a cleansing breath and drop them down. Good. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Back to center, left ear to left shoulder. Back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Again, drop that left arm down. So the left arm, the opposite arm is away from the ear. Get a nice side stretch here in the scalenes, in the traps. And then release and do the other side. Opposite shoulder, opposite ear. So left shoulder, left ear, right arm. Bring the palm like you're trying to stop traffic. Bring that palm down. Good. Come back to center. So the next breath we're going to do is, I'm going to model it and then you can follow me, but we're going to take 2 breaths in, like I'm going to squeeze everything tight and kind of round the body in, hold the breath, squeeze, 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 and then we're going to go, and we're going to exhale and release. So we're going to go inhale, squeeze, 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 bring everything in, like create all that tension, and then you're going to exhale. Bring the shoulders, creating some nice quick circles. We're going to do 2 more rounds. So hopefully you can follow that. So we're going to inhale twice. Inhale. Squeeze everything in. Pause, hold the breath. Exhale. Last one. 2 breaths in. Squeeze everything. Hold the breath. Exhale. Good. If you're comfortable and can do this, get on your bolster a little bit higher. We're going to bring that left knee in, so it's like 90 degrees, and we're going to bring the right leg over. This is like cow face pose. This is really working these IT bands right here in the glutes. So hopefully you can see that from the side. So put the right knee over the left. They don't have to be right on top of each other. Whatever you can do. If that's too much, you can always just put the right foot off to the side, or maybe in front, or maybe just like, so play with that for a minute. So right knee over left, stacking, Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Take the left hand forward. Bring the right arm up overhead. Take a nice breath here. And then we're going to bring that right arm behind you. And you can allow the hand to be on the bolster and create a twist. Remember, when you're twisting, you want to inhale as you're lengthening the spine, and then exhale as you begin to twist. So you inhale, and then you exhale. So here is the lengthening part of our practice. Good. Now go ahead, inhale, come back to center. Bring the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Press them forward as you come forward towards your knees. So this is going to create a little bit of core work because you have to kind of allow for some stability here. Feel the depth of that stretch. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Look up, lift up. Drop the hand. So the left hand's going to come again in the front of the knee, right hand behind, create another twist. You can even take the twist deeper if you want and bring the elbow to kind of support, but it's important to keep the spine long. Remember to inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you deepen into the twist. Come back to center. Bring the arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Press them forward as you fold forward. Bring the arms up overhead. Release. Go ahead and bring the legs out. Into a nice straddle. And just enjoy the way that feels. I always like to sigh in my yoga classes because it's such a wonderful way to release kind of this old stagnant, this just tension, this tightness. So allow the legs to be fully as wide as you can with the bolster. Walk your hands over to the right side. So we're going to turn and twist our torso to the right. Walk your hands down. Stretching the back of the hamstrings. So walk the hands back, slowly coming back up. Take a nice inhale, and then walk the hands back down. Walk the hands back up. Allow those toes to be ignited. Bring the toes towards you as you inhale. See if you can turn the torso just a little bit more, and then walk them back out. Feel that stretch. Walk them as far as you can. And then walk them back up. Good. Come back to center. And then we're going to take the right leg now, the right knee. Move that in 90 degree. And then we're going to take the left knee. We're going to place the left knee. Now you might see that one side feels a little bit easier than the left, or the left side might feel easier than the right. The bolster helps a lot. So get comfortable. Know that if you can't do this position, you can put your, like this, like this, like this. So see what feels good. Take a moment, settle in. Adjust your bolster if you need to. Bring your right hand over to your left knee. Bring your left arm up. And then bring that left hand behind and create a twist. Inhale here. Exhale as you deepen into the twist. Good. Begin to come back to center. Bring both arms up now. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up. Scoot back. And then fold forward. So you're working just slightly with the core because you want to keep this slow. And keep lengthening as you're strengthening. Bring the arms back up. Release. Right hand onto left knee. Left hand behind into the twist. Come back to center. Bring the arms up overhead. Interlace. Palms face up. Look up. Fold forward very slowly. Hold here. Release the hands. One last time. Back into the twist. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind. Come back to center. Bring the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Palms up. Slowly come forward. Slow and hover. You're kind of like hovering over this space. And then release. Take the legs out again. You have a little spasm or a little catch. And then come down and fold forward. So again, we're working the hamstrings and allow the body to just take its natural position, whatever that might look like. And work your way back. Come on to your hands and knees. And come back into child's pose if that feels good to you. If it doesn't feel good, you can come into Shavasana or just to the corpse pose for a minute and go ahead and just lengthen. So let's start with that left arm and let's bring that left arm out as much as you can. And then bring the left arm back, and now bring the right arm forward and take that left arm back and stretch the right side. And then bring your torso up, and let's do that again. This time take your left arm and cross it over to the right side of your body. So your right hand will kind of be near your knee, just supporting it. And bring that left arm over and breathe into the rib cage. Breathe into that left side body. Walk your hands back to center. Bring that left hand over to that left knee and walk the right hand over to that left side body and get a nice stretch in that right rib cage. Breathe into the right side of your body. So as you're sitting here and just stretching and elongating, knowing that with yoga, doing both sides of the body creates a symmetry. The left side of the body represents the feminine, the water, the moon, the nurture. And the right side of the body represents the masculine, the fire, the doer, the sun. So you're bringing and interweaving all these elements together to create a unified and a harmonious being, balance. So now come up onto your hands and knees. I'm just going to check to make sure you can see me. Hands and knees. So working the core and working balance some more. First, let's go ahead and just stretch that right foot. Curl the toes. Actually, come onto your forearms. So what we're doing is stretching the calf. And then bring that in and then curl the toes on the left side. Press the heel back. Come on back. Come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to take that left arm out, right leg out. First of all, creating some heat in the belly. Then you're going to bring that left hand, right knee in, and then bring it back out. So you're going to exhale as you come in, inhale as you go out. Exhale as you go in, inhale as you go out. Then you're going to bring it to an angle. So you're going to take that right leg out and bring the left arm out. And then release, come back down, bring your arms down by the side. So I'll do this other side in this direction. So just rest, bring your arms back, create some circles in the wrist. Come on back to, so now I'll face this way. So bring the right arm forward, left leg back. This is where I get my legs and my arms messed up. Not a good thing. So hold here, draw the belly button into the spine to create more foundation. And then bring the left knee, right elbow in, and then exhale, inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out. Now what we're going to do is, you can see my leg's going to go out to one side, my arm's going out to the other. Right arm is out, left leg out. Definitely working some core. Look down on the ground, then release. Bring your hands down by the sides and take a moment. Come back up into tabletop. Curl the toes under. Actually, let's do this. We're going to strengthen our upper body. So instead of doing down dog, we're going to do dolphin. So dolphin, you want to take your hands, interlace your fingers. You're going to put them in like a triangle. That'll be your base. And then you're going to come down onto the ground. So you feel nice and stable in this triangle. Curl the toes up. And you're going to hold that pose. Slowly come back down and release. Feel a little bit more invigorated there in the shoulders. Feels good. Feel like you can take on the world today. So we'll do that again. I'd like to do it 3 times. I'll show you variation. Stay in the pose as much as it feels comfortable for you. When you need to relax, take a breath. Go into a mini Shavasana. If you want to up it a little more, then I'm going to show you. You could either stay in the dolphin, or you can kind of press forward, and I'll show you what that looks like. So you're almost doing like a little bit of a push-up, but you don't want your throat to pass your hands. And then you come back. So, lots of options. Come back up. And then what I mean is you lean forward, almost like you're going to go into a plank, but you're just going to go to the point And then you're going to come back up. Or stay where you are just holding. See if you can do 3. Sorry, my shirt has come untucked. Maybe 4. And then come back down. Take a moment. And just do some like little hug in. Inhale, open up. Hug inward. Open up. Hug in. Open up. Good. So that's a nice way to really strengthen the body. So take a moment. Just find your breath. You can just either sit back in a Sukhasana or easy pose. You can lay down in a mini Shavasana. I know that the asanas, the physical practice, is called hatha yoga. Hatha or hatha yoga. That is the physical practice that keeps us strong, that keeps us flexible, that helps our core. But the real ultimate yoga is about a union of the little self, not the baby like when you were young, but the ego self, the small I, with the big I, the I am, the divine in us, and to bring the body, the mind, and the spirit together is really the true essence of yoga. The physical postures are just one part of an 8-limb system. There's so many beautiful aspects to it. It's important to get our core strong so that when we do meditate or sit quietly or pray or whatever, like yoga is not about any religion. It's about awareness, inner awareness. It's about finding your soul and connecting with your soul. And that doesn't have a religion. But the core work is really about being able to sit strong and sit more erect in your spine so that you can be available to meditate, to pray, to sit quietly longer. So with that, let's do one more core. Ooh, time is going by. So let's come on to our back since we haven't yet. Come all the way down. Bring your arms overhead. Create some length. Take an inhale here. Bend your knees now and come up as much as you can. So maybe it looks like this. Maybe it looks like this. And then come back down. Inhaling as you come all the way down. Lengthen the spine. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, come up. to where it feels good for you. So you're not trying to push yourself up. You're going to your edge that you can hold safely. Try to let your head stay relaxed. Hold. Don't hold your breath, just hold the pose. And then slowly come back down. Let the arms be long. We're going to do that again, but we're going to go to the right this time. So we're going to inhale, and you're going to bring your hands over to the right. Hold it here, not the breath, just engaging the abdominals, the obliques, and then come all the way down. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, side out. Make it audible. Inhale. Exhale. Take another inhale, and we're going to go to the opposite side. So inhale. Exhale over to the left. And back. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. See if you can bring your arms towards your knees a little bit. And release. Inhale, exhale over to the right. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come up. And release. Inhale over to the left side. And release. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Bring your head up towards the chest. And then drop your knees over to the right side. And just hover there for a moment. Just kind of hover, hover, hover the knees. Come back to center. And then hover the knees over to the opposite side. So your arms are at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. A nice stretch in those sides. Inhale, use your core to bring you back to center, and then create some nice little circles with your knees. And you can bring your arms now in cactus arms to bring more balance. Opposite direction. So you're using the core to make those circles. And let's do this one more time. So drop the knees over to the right. You can drop them all the way down if that's too much, or just hover. Back to center, using your abdominal muscles to draw you back up, over to the other side. Back to center. Draw the knees in. You can bring your head towards them. Drop the left leg down so the right knee stays. Bring the head back down onto the mat. You're pressing your knee into the chest. Keep the left foot active. That means just not hyper flexing, but just keeping the tonicity in your leg. Tonicity. Allow the arms to go overhead. Let that right leg come down. Bring that left knee in. Press the knee into the chest. Bring that leg down. Take a moment to do any last little stretch or movement that you may want to do. And then prepare for Shavasana for the next 5 minutes. Feeling some energy coming through your body. Maybe feeling a little stronger. And it's not about abs of steel or buns of steel. It's just about getting stronger so your posture is better. So you can sit for longer periods without any discomfort or pain. As you get more and more comfortable in Shavasana, just letting everything go. Letting the muscles go, the bones, the joints of the body, giving them rest, space. Letting the jaw release any tension. If any thoughts come up of the past, just let them go. Remembering that each day is a new start. It's a new opportunity for self-discovery, for self-awareness. Continuing to allow Mother Earth to support you. The ground is there always for you, always has been, and always will be. Allowing the chest just open ever so slightly. More and more with each inhale, you feel that sun, that light radiating from your source and bringing it out into this world. It's our superpower. And the more that we can cultivate that light within us to nourish that light within us, then that's our superpower. And we can bring that out, shine that to all the darkness. And slowly we can begin to dissolve the heaviness, the fear, the worry, the destruction with our superpower, with that beam of light. So feel that. Feel that growing and growing and growing inside of your chest. And it's so big, just has to crack open and fly out. Radiate out. You all can stay here if you want. Classes go by quickly. And if you're ready, you can stay there. Just know that I am thankful for you coming today, for being a part of this virtual class, Body and Soul, the yoga service movement, all of these that make the world a better place. So enjoy your day. Be at peace. Namaste.